just glad that's all behind me. Grown too strong, I don't go down easy. Living for grace the best I can. I'm a Jesus girl. All the way. I'm a Jesus girl. You changed my heart. I'm a Jesus girl. Ooh, fall forward, up and over. If I go, it's only higher. No matter where I stand, it's always on the Lord's side, 'cause I've been reading Jesus girl. Hey.
Hello. It is Wednesday, so y'all know what time it is. It's time for the what? It is time for the Wednesday's Word for Women show, the REmiX. I sure hope your day has been flipping along fantabulously. Your week, matter of fact, is rocking this entire planet. I hope you are remembering that we don't let nobody kill our vibe or steal our joy on no day of the week. Because why? Our reactions, responses, and attitudes is our responsibilities, and so nobody gets the power to ruin our day if we say not today. So remember that as you go and do what it is that only you can do out here. So anyway, today I want to talk a little bit about access. Access is a means of approaching or entering in place. A means of approaching or entering a place. And I'm gonna tell you this. I am one, y'all know my heart. I don't believe you throw anyone away. I don't believe you give up on anyone. What I firmly believe in, and I know to be true, sometimes you need to restrict access to you, though. It's not that I'm throwing you away. It's I have to restrict access to you. I'm gonna tell you something. Even Jesus himself did not let everybody and give everybody access to him. Use common sense. We cannot keep allowing people that are misusing, abusing, taking advantage of. Like, you have to be wise. You and use the sense that God gave you. Everybody got common sense, and yeah, I know my common sense might not be common to you, but you got some sense. So please start looking at being aware and cognizant of what's going on around you and in you, and with relationships and people that are in your life. I mean, think about businesses. I'm telling you, they will restrict access. They will limit access. They will deny access. And sometimes, guys, I know it hurts, because it's mostly the people that you care the most about, or something that you're really passionate about, that you have to, in hindsight, because of, you know that it is not good for you. It's a good thing, but it's not good for you. It's a good idea, but it's not a God idea. It's harming you. It's not what you thought it would be. Those are things. This is the things that I'm talking about, that you may need to look at. What are you allowing to access you? Because one thing I know for sure, we can't control pretty much nothing nobody else does or what's going on around you. But what we have the power to do is control the access that is granted to anybody and anything in our life, and even from coming from outside of us. Sometimes we need to deny ourselves access to some. You know, Tyrone, you don't need to call Tyrone. You need to deny access to Tyrone, because you know it's just going to end up some type of way, and you're going to be wondering why I fell for the okie doke again. I am an equal opportunity person, and so if you know that Lisa, you know, well, oh, she just, flattened 2 tires, not all 4. Didn't she go to church? Did I see her in church? Oh, she done. No. You know the craziness that you done went through, the cray, and don't let a lonely moment weaken you and allow access to you again because you feeling some type of way. That was free. That was just a side note. That ain't got nothing to do with what I'm talking about. So access, a means of approaching or entering a place. So companies they have levels of access. And I'm telling you, we are not a company. We're not but you do need to restrict take away, limit, or maybe even pause access to you in this thing called life. And so the number one reason that companies restrict access to their databases is because unrestricted user access can lead to accidental data exposure. That's the number one thing that they're worried about. It can lead to accidental data exposure, meaning something might get out there known that isn't supposed to be, something that everybody shouldn't know, or it's not time yet, should not be out there at this time. And y'all know what I'm talking about. Have you ever got something and come to find out you were not able to handle it? If you will be honest, you praying for, a boo or a husband or a wife, but you have not yet done the work that from all the last relationships that you haven't healed from. Your wounds are bleeding and seeping, and you're going to bleed on the next relationship, the next person, because you got exposed too soon. Or how about you get something, we are praying for, blessings of money and all that, or raises and elevations, and you get there and it destroys you, or you destroy it, is because you did not get developed the character, integrity, the know-how, the smarts, the balance, the boundaries, whatever that thing is that you needed to learn to be able to handle that, which is where you're going. You got exposed too soon. And I'm gonna tell you something, ain't no money, ain't no new relationship, ain't no elevation, ain't no raise, ain't no job gonna change you. What it does, it magnifies what's already in you. So money don't change nobody. Money just magnifies of what that person was. Relationships don't change nobody. It just magnifies what's already in there. So you have to be careful that premature exposure doesn't get caught up. That is why they restrict access to some information, and you need to do the same in your life. What do you need to back up, pull back on, because it's not time yet? Not saying it's not going to happen, but it's not time yet. Another reason is sometimes, and this is one we don't really like, sometimes people will intentionally misuse and abuse the privilege, the access to you. For one of two reasons they do that. They intentionally misuse or abuse the privilege this access to you gets them. One, I love talking to one of my girlfriends. We talk all the time. And one is sometimes people simply cannot handle the access to you. They are not used to it. They have not experienced the access to you, and so they don't know how to handle their experiences has been contrary to the access to you. They have not been loved well. So how are they going to love you well? They have not, not saying that they can't, but until they learn that, until they get that, until they experience that and do the work to be able to handle that, they are going to misuse and abuse the access to you, especially if you are kind and you have a loving heart. They're just going to keep on, and then it'll become an expectation that this access to you should be allowed to continue in this misuse and abuse, the privilege of you. Or some people, it's not that they don't know, they don't experience this, they just suck. Sometimes people just suck, and they are users, and they will use you, and they will continue to, unless the buck stops with you, unless you deny the access. Nobody is going to turn down some gifts and monies from people that are giving it to them, that are trying to buy them. They're not going to turn it down, but it's never going to make them want to be with you, want to connect, want to do the thing. But they're going to take the money, they're going to take the gifts, and not give two hoots about you, because they are users. And so you got to be careful of people that are intentionally abusing the privilege of the access to you. And then another reason is hackers. They deny access because they know that there's the potential of hackers. Hackers can compromise the credentials of whatever the company is. Hackers steal. They take what is not theirs. They steal from you. They'll steal your self-esteem. They'll steal your joy. They'll steal your future. They steal. Hackers are to take, and they will take it and make it their own and use it in a way that is not supposed to be used. You give wrong folk access to you, and it will derail you, boo boo. Don't get it twisted. Your environments and that you're giving access to is affecting you. Nobody is going to be not affected by this mess. I'm telling you, if you are granting access to somebody or something or some place, it is playing a part in you, and you got to make sure the access that you give, that you have given, is duly and justly and smartly and wisely given. But you've also got to be strong and brave enough to say, uh-oh, my bag, this is not working. This is not right. I am going to stand up for myself. I'm going to love me and deny access to you. Now, some people, when the access is denied, they will be like, oh my gosh, it matters more to me to have this person or this thing in my life, and so I'm going to course correct. But a lot of times it was simply people do what they do just because they were allowed to do it. So you got to make sure, y'all, that the access you are granted does not need to be restricted, does not need to be limited, does not need to be taken away or denied. Because if it does, you're going to hurt. It is going to suck. You're going to be in pain. You're going to want to go back. But after a while, you will be able to look back and say, man, things changed when I made that move. Man, that relationship got better. Man, my life got more peaceful. Man, my vision got more clear. Man, the atmosphere, environment changed. So please, y'all, take it from the business model. They are not playing, and they're just for profit. All they're trying to do is make sure they money maker ain't getting messed up. How much more should we place value on ourselves, our mind, our time, our gifts, our talents, the privilege to be, you know what I'm saying? You know you lit, you know you rock. It should just not be a little thing for people to have access to you. You the bee's knees, boo-boo. You the bee's knees. And so we need to remember and remind ourselves of that. It's not acting too good. It's just knowing, but I'm too good for that. You feel me? You guys be blessed. So today, Ask Pastor Pay is a hot topic. Instagram and Facebook went down. I have a little bit to say about that, but also I'm just going to give a little teaser. I have something very exciting to coming up. A couple of things. One is I don't know if you've seen the Queening hashtag I am Esther Bible study that is going to pop off November 1st. Have shirts, have journals that will be given. It's going to be Mondays from 6 to 7. Have a little worship, a little prayer, a little teaching, a little sisterhood. And in this time, a community is very important. But also, Champagne Lloyd Ministries website is about to be premiered, and so please be looking for that. I sure appreciate everybody's support, and I truly do hope, women, that you can join us in this Bible study. It's going to be a hybrid, meaning you can come in-house, which will be at Antioch Missionary Baptist Church, 1100 Washington. You don't have to go there. That's the host. They graciously allowed me to do this Bible study there, but it would also be Facebook Live and YouTube Live, and so we will interact online as well. And so you can pick your flavor, but I hope that you will join me. It doesn't matter your color, your creed, like your denomination or whatever. This is just calling out the queen in us all. And so that's coming up. And then the website, which I will go into more detail, but that is coming. And so y'all be blessed. It's now time for Ask